So last episode, at the very end, we were flying to Undercity, and we've landed here now. So let's pull out the Panda Cub. And actually, our turn-in for the To Steal from Thieves is right by the Flight Master. It's at, what is her name? Genevieve Callow. So To Steal from Thieves, you stand before me as a figure of vengeance, and I bow down before you in thanks. With that cow's death, and knowing that their seed will no longer spread over the face of Azeroth, I can put my energy into something more lucrative. I hope you looted their farmstead after you finished them off. That's pretty funny. So, I don't think we're going to want these cuffs. 7 intellect, 3 stamina really aren't better than the intellect and spirit we have for our caster set. I wouldn't use this for our normal DPS melee set. So we'll just grab the Grim Pauldrons. They vendor for more.
Goodbye.
And we'll vendor them off. What we need to do real quick, I want to hit up this vendor.
Hello.
Chuck out those. So we got some shoulders here, first of all. Yeah, let's get rid of those. And then I think we decided that apparently these large fangs and raptor eggs are worth auctioning, so maybe I'll hold on to those. I think I want to train...
Do not seek death.
I think I want to go find the mining trainer, which I think is in the War Quarter. This quest is for Uldaman. I can grab that at some point, but I don't think right now really is necessary. But I want to go over to the mining trainer, because I think we can learn how to smelt... I'm sure we can learn how to smelt mithril, and I think steel also. I hope I'm remembering this correctly. It's been a while since I've done the skill ups in Undercity. This looks like the mining trainer. Nice. Okay, I did remember that. So smelt gold. Oh yeah, that's right. We had some gold. Smelt steel and smelt mithril. Is there a forge over here? How's there not a forge next to the mining trainer? It's kind of weird, right? Is it? Let's talk to these guys. Repair. I mean, there's a forge back in. There we go. Over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Can we skill up on smelting? We can possibly skill up on smelting gold, which is kind of cool. Nice. We actually did skill up on it. That's awesome. Might as well melt all this down. And the steel, steel's not used heavily, but there's a few things, and you can get coal. I think there's some vendors that sell coal, but it's fairly cheap on the auction house, so it's not a big deal. I a lot of times end up tossing coal, but maybe I should auction it instead of just pitching it. Let's finish this up, and then... Oh, and then engineering, right? So, do I have... Yeah, solid blasting powder. These are such easy skill ups if you're doing mining anyway, that it's like a no-brainer to do as much blasting powder as you can to skill up. I mean, it's so easy. So I don't know if that's exactly what I should be doing at this point, but since I have it now, I'm just gonna probably skill up on solid blasting powder for a while on engineering. Same thing with like heavy blasting powder, all that stuff, coarse blasting powder. It's just too efficient of a skill up. And those are the raptor eyes. We still need the raptor eyes. Okay. So I'm not going to go back to... I almost fell in the lava. Acid. Let's go this way. I'm not going to go back to Arathi just yet. I want to go to Hillsbrads. Because I said in this last episode, honestly, these two quests are fairly easy and they're side by side. So why not... Let's clear those off real quick. So why not just do these two quests? So the Bracers of Earthbinding drop, I believe, from the Elemental Slaves. We need to kill 12 of them anyway for the Dalaran Patrols quest. And the Summoners are in the same area as the Slaves. And we killed these guys... We were at least 2 levels lower. And we were fighting these guys off, 5 episodes back. Maybe 1 episode lower. We were 1 level lower, at least. But it was at least a couple episodes back. I think 3 to 5. Maybe 2 levels. So the point being, why not just go do this quest real quick? I don't think there's a follow-up to either of these. I think they just end here, and I don't think they open up anymore. But we should be able to do these pretty easily. Yeah, I'm also thinking... I'm thinking we do that, finish off what we can of the Arathi non-elite quests, these two maybe. I don't know if we'll get to them today, but try and do these. There's a follow-up to this one, I forget where it is, and there might be a follow-up to this one too. Let's keep doing these, get through all of them, and get to the elite quests, and then I'm hoping this weekend I'll be able to find a group to do all these elite quests. That'd be kind of nice. Or maybe just like recruit a high-level buddy to help me. And then I'm hoping to do Scarlet Monastery or Razorfin Crawl. I'd like to do one pass-through Razorfin Crawl. It's not an amazing instance, not my favorite, but I do like it enough to want to run through it at least once. I don't know, so it might be nice. Yeah, it might be nice if we could do one of those two elite or 5-man dungeon things this weekend. Today is Wednesday the 29th, so we're almost to the first month of 2020. That's crazy. I mean, it's really true. Time does fly, I guess is what people would say. But it does move quickly. So, just so much going on recently, it feels like. Family life and work life and all these things just moving quickly. Oh boy, okay. So we're about to land in Terran Mill. Just mount up real quick. Our census completed and found 30 new characters. And there's 333 players online at 3:57 server time, so yeah. So we need to get over here. There's really no easy way. I usually go up this way and kind of run around. Along the way we'll pick up any iron we see, but yeah, I guess I might as well get the tin too. I keep saying that I kind of debate back and forth. I really hate the maps between Alterac and Hillsbrads. I feel like there is something significantly wrong about the two. I don't know how to describe it, but like look where we're running on the map here. We're going up into what's like mountains, but if we click to Alterac, the mountains are up here, and I guess my point is like the shape of the maps. I mean, they're not awful, but they just don't quite align well to me. It's something about it. I just hate the way the Hillsbrads and Alterac maps come together. And I feel like there's something wrong with the scale of them. Like they're scaled incorrectly, I feel like. I've always had some minor issues with them. I remember this back in vanilla, I was thinking they were kind of weird, and I've never put my finger on how to explain the problem with the Alterac map, especially down here, and the Hillsbrads map. But I think it's partially that they overlap so much. Like we're in Alterac on this map, but we're fairly far down Hillsbrads in this map, right? But the map, we're actually in Alterac zone-wise when we open the map. So I think just the fact they overlap so much is what annoys me. Like I feel as though the top of the map should kind of be the end of Hillsbrads and the beginning of Alterac, and they shouldn't overlap by, what is this, maybe 1/8 of the distance from the bottom in Alterac and 1/5 the distance from the top in Hillsbrads. Something about that overlap is just kind of weird to me. I think that's it. I mean, all zones I think have a little bit of overlap, but something about the Alterac and the Hillsbrads one just seems too significant. Like they just overlap too much. I've said that word about 20 times now, overlap, but it's the only word I can use to describe exactly what I'm feeling. So, we're heading into Dalaran now. And the guys we need are over here. If you recall, there's one of our targets. I bind the skull raid marker to the middle mouse button, and I strongly encourage that. I feel like it's one of the best keybinds you can do in this game. Let's just pull this from here. I don't recall exactly which. Might as well tone them up a bit. Alright, these guys are pretty easy now. Level 33. I think they were. We might have been 34 when we were over in the zone. Hopefully they dropped the bracers. I think the bracers have a kind of a bad drop rate. Oh. That's a good drop rate. Let's blast that. Get it to run closer to us if possible. I'm trying to get near my totems. There we go. Get a little bit of mana from that. Let's pull this one if we can by itself. I think these guys are immune to nature, right? Didn't we figure this out last time? There's also no reason to use Lightning Shield for that same reason. Just gonna whack them with our dagger. But so they're immune to nature because they're earth elementals, right? Not really surprising. But otherwise, they are just kind of normal mobs we beat down. They don't really do anything, so they kind of crumble. It's kind of fun. But Deep Rock Salt, kind of useful. Oh yeah, we want to avoid that guy. That dude's kind of a beef tank. I think this guy's gonna patrol. Let's wait for him to move out of the way a bit. Yeah, there we go. I mean, these things are honestly dying so fast. That was a frost blast for my dagger. It's almost pointless to me worrying about. It's almost pointless for me to worry about my totems at this point. I think we're kind of just mowing them down and moving along. So I think I'll stop with all the totems. Maybe there's a few spots I might use them, but here we go. Let's pull this guy. Oh no, let's pull this one. I'm debating. I'm trying not to aggro more than one mob at a time because it is kind of annoying. There's also these like peasants over here, right? Like these are, we don't need these. They're workers, as they're called. Peasants. It's a little mean of me. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a pretty simple quest for us at this level. So it's just like, why not? Why not do this quest? I think there's a summoner over here. And maybe I'll get... That kind of worked, I guess. Maybe we'll get a... Uh-oh. That's the worst thing with the summoners, if they summon reinforcements, so you definitely want to interrupt that. You may recall that from, like I said, a few episodes back. Oh, a rune of opening. Instead of saying, maybe we'll get a rune and we'll be able to open up a little lockbox or something. I gotta find them. I think I recall there being very few lockboxes. I'll let him cast this one. Interrupt that. Hopefully kill him before he summons. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, so we're getting to the summoners real fast. Oh, there's a chest. Nice. Oh, it's locked. Boo. Boo. Okay, let's kill this guy. Flurry plus Berserking. So good. So good. Alright. Well, we aggroed his buddy, so let's take him out. Yeah, I wish we could pick locks. I need to get those, what are those? There's like those engineering things. I think I can make them. I think they're engineering that would open lock boxes. Maybe I don't have the skill yet to do that, but at some point I should be able to do that. It's been feeling good using bandages. Like, I haven't used bandages very much in this character because I can self-heal. But honestly, I have been pulling out so much backup silk cloth in my bank that it's kind of silly not to use as much as I can. Let's pull this guy. And save myself the mana, having to regen my mana. I think we still have one beverage over here that we'll use up soon. And then, I'm trying to think of other consumables. I guess dynamite doesn't really do much damage. I missed this guy completely, I think. No, I hit him, okay. Like, it doesn't do a lot of damage. And I can make better dynamite now. So that's an example of something that I just need to start using up because it's kind of a waste to have it. It's becoming less and less useful the higher level I get because mobs have more health and all that fun stuff. So we're almost done with summoners, to be honest. This is our last summoner kill we have to do is this guy. Oh, I aggroed something and didn't even get a kill. That's annoying. I didn't even get, not a kill, but I didn't even land my interrupt. It resisted. I didn't realize this guy would aggro onto me. I'm a little surprised by that, but it's okay. I threw out the healing stream totem, which I don't know if it's that useful at this point for this specific hole, but why not? guy's got kind of a lot of health. More than I would have expected. Alright, we're done killing everything except for the elemental slaves, and we need a lot of those. This might be a little annoying to do. Let's just heal. Man, I wish I could get that chest. I'm so sad I can't open that chest. I miss being a rogue sometimes. I haven't made a rogue character at all in Classic, and I don't know if I will. Honestly, I mentioned this if you know my history a bit. In vanilla, I only played a rogue, and on private servers, I also leveled a rogue or two to 60 and played them quite a bit. But I'm kind of, to be honest, my problem with rogues are that they don't do anything except for DPS. And I found that now that my gaming time isn't what it used to be when I was a teenager, I can't sit around for 2 hours waiting to find a group. It's tough. Like, I don't have the time. I don't want to take the time, I should say. I probably do have the time, but I don't want to spend it sitting in Orgrimmar looking for groups for hours. On my rogue, I didn't mind. I would sit around all evening. I'd play WoW I get home from school, you know, and if I didn't have work, if I wasn't working that night, I'd get home, play my rogue, and basically play that 8 hours, 10 hours every night. And so I would just farm, and if it took 2 hours to find a group, to run a 2-hour instance, it didn't really matter. But now I find that's a problem. I don't want to spend that time waiting. So I want to play a tank or a healer, which tend to be harder to fill those slots in groups, and especially the tank. I'm just like, okay, I can tank, I need a healer, and I find a healer pretty fast usually. Come on, let's get this guy. There we go. Oh, a nice crit too. I turned off auto attacks, there we go. So I basically now, it's so much faster to find a group, and this server is pretty populated, to be honest, so it's a lot easier than it was in vanilla anyway. But the truth be told, being a tank makes it so much easier to find a group. I do appreciate I'm getting heavy stones and some other reagents from these guys, but I wish they would drop more bindings. I think our first kill dropped a binding, and now no one else has dropped one, so it's kind of unfortunate. Now, there's really only one more of these guys over here, and I think I want to try to get to him. I'd probably go around this way, but once I get this one, I think I'll have to go farther east. Let's finish that guy before he flees. I think I'll have to go farther east to get everything else, to get the rest of them. Try not to aggro anything extra here, because I don't need any other mobs, unfortunately. Oh, it's a worker, okay. I think I can sneak. Sneak level 100, yeah. Pro moves. Alright, does this guy path close enough that we can pull him? Yeah, he does. Sweet. Alright, let's grab this guy, and then we're gonna get out of here. Oh, he resisted. I was gonna say, I'm gonna try and kill him quickly. I'm gonna spam some extra shocks on him just so we can start running east, but... Alright, let's rebuff our weapon. We're in pretty good shape now. Alright, binding, yes. Bracers, cool. Let's get out of here. We're not done. I mean, let's just go east and see what we can find. These guys respawn pretty quickly, I seem to recall. I think they're already respawning, yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, yeah, they all respawned already, wow. That is a fast respawn. I mean, seriously, there's another one, like, all these guys are already back up and running. I'm gonna heal up after this kill. So yeah, just need a couple more bracers. I think we'll kill 3 more elemental slaves before we get 2 more bracers, so we're probably gonna be out here a little bit longer than necessary, but if we get lucky, these next 2 could drop it, so who knows. Let's bandage up. I'm super behind, by the way, on reading comments. I feel really bad. I'm wildly behind on checking comments on my YouTube videos. I'm really hoping to sit down this weekend and take a little bit of time just to read all of them in the last like 2 months and respond to them. I've got a few things I need to do. I need to make a Patreon update for my my patrons, and I need to reply to a bunch of YouTube comments, and I'm kind of drafting out a plan for what I want to do with WoW this year, and I want to get back into BFA. I've taken the last few weeks. Oh, nice, Abracers. That's the only thing that I dropped. I've taken the last few weeks off of BFA. So it's actually kind of a complicated situation, sort of annoying to me. I had, for the last 6 months, so my subscription expired for my BFA account. So I have 2 WoW accounts. If you look back at my YouTube channel, there's a video where I recovered my lost WoW account. That video, that's this account. That's why I have Panda Cub on it. On my other WoW account, that was the one that I made when sometime during Legion I made an account because I didn't have access to my old one. That one is the one that my Rogue and my Worgen Warlock are on. So what happened is, this is so dumb. I basically bought a 6-month subscription on that account, knowing I was going to play BFA and knowing I was going to play Classic when it came out. I bought the subscription a couple weeks before Classic launched. Well, I thought that account, because my Rogue and my Worgen over there have the Panda Cub, the Panda Cub was added to that account once my 2 accounts were merged, my 2 WoW accounts were merged into one Battle.net account. So once this account was brought into my current Battle.net account, alongside my other WoW account, that other WoW account gained access to the Panda Cub. So that was surprising, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe that account, that WoW account, is now flagged as a vanilla collector's edition. Well, it wasn't. So when Classic launched, my characters on that account didn't have the Panda Cub. And this is probably the biggest waste of money I've ever spent in my life, but I really wanted a Panda Cub, so I said, okay, I'm going to leave that. I tried to get that 6-month subscription transferred, and they wouldn't do it. They said, sorry, we can't transfer your subscription to your other WoW account. And I tried to explain my case, and they just said no, and I was really surprised, because I've heard that is something that they would do, and so it kind of caught me off guard. They said, I just thought they would do it. I just basically put in a request for it. I didn't even, plead my case. I just asked for it to be done. They said, no, we can't, and then I was like, hey, I thought this was a thing they could do, and I don't know if it's a GM or CM or whatever, whoever the people that answer tickets are, said, no, we can't help you, I'm sorry. Okay, well that sucks. Anyway, we got our last bracers. Let's go turn these 2 quests in. That was pretty fast. It took us maybe 10 to 15 minutes. That's not too bad. We won't level off this. We'll get pretty close. Okay, so then I had a 6-month subscription for a BFA account without the Collector's Edition pets, which is what I was going to run my Classic account from. I was going to just, make my characters in that account and have it all in one account. Well, as it turns out, that wasn't possible. My Panda Cub wasn't available on the BFA account, even though my Rogue has it. Even though my BFA characters have it, my Classic characters didn't get it, which is really confusing to me. It should either be flagged as a Collector's Edition account, and they should all have the Collector's Edition pets in Modern WoW and in Classic, or none of them should, right? But apparently there's some designation that says that my BFA account isn't a vanilla Collector's Edition account, but any Modern WoW characters I make will have the Collector's Edition pets. But my Classic characters wouldn't. So because I wanted the Panda Cub, I've been paying on my vanilla Collector's Edition account. I've been paying monthly for a subscription. And let's get these iron deposits while we're here. I think we can still scale from those, right? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go inside the cave for those other ones. Maybe. Probably not worth it. That's the Yeti cave. I don't think I care enough to go in there and fight for him. So now, my 6-month subscription to my BFA account has expired. And I'm just kind of annoyed that that scenario even occurred in the first place, so I haven't taken the time to resubscribe. And the truth be told, I think the best solution, the cheapest one in the long run, is to just pay. It's so stupid. So my Classic account, this one, doesn't have BFA unlocked. So I could pay like $50 to transfer both characters, it's $25 each, I think, to transfer my Worgen Warlock and my Undead Rogue from my BFA account to my Classic account. So all my characters are consolidated. But then I still don't have BFA on this account, so I have to spend another, I think, $30 right now to buy BFA. So I'd spend, $80 to basically consolidate my accounts. That would eventually pay itself back, as opposed to paying for 2 subscriptions, right? After what would it be, like 6 months roughly, I would be spending more on the subscriptions than I would on just doing the transfer now and just paying for one subscription. But it shouldn't be that complicated. In my opinion, I mean, I'm frustrated with it because I thought there's no way to know if your account is flagged as a vanilla collector's edition account. In my opinion, there's no, as far as I know, there's no way to know that, except I had a Panda Cub available on my characters. So I was like, oh, I can just make my classic account my BFA account, and that's it. So that's just not the case, apparently. So it's not flagged, even though I have Panda Cubs on the BFA characters. It's wildly confusing to me. Like, I get that. I mean, my actual thought is that when my two WoW accounts were merged into one Battle.net account, I expected that I would not have the Vanilla Collector's Edition pets available on my BFA characters. I wouldn't expect that to happen. But when I did, I suddenly logged in and I could, I had a Panda collar. So that surprised me, and that made me think that having one Vanilla Collector's Edition account, WoW account, on your Battle.net account would flag all of your WoW accounts as Vanilla Collector's Edition eligible. But that's sort of not how it works, unless it's Modern WoW. It was weird. And so now I'm still trying to figure out financially how I want to deal with it. So I haven't played BFA in a while because my subscription lapsed. And I'm sort of annoyed just with the way that I'm going to have to spend. If I want both those characters on the same account and I want to play BFA right now, I'm going to have to spend like $80 to do it. I can afford $80, but it's more the principle of it and how annoying it is. And I've already spent 6 months of subscription more than I should have to play the last 6 months. I don't know. I should have just, and so this now I'm just dealing with it. I'm trying to figure out what to do. So anyway, enough about random WoW account stuff. Here's the Dalaran patrols. Easy turn in. And elementals are tough, yes. You found them. I trust the elementals were, from which you removed these bracers, were amenable. Death has not only stopped my heart, but robbed me of my comedic timing, it seems. Well, thank you, Supa. You served the Magus, and hence the Dark Lady well.
Farewell.
Alright, so I think we're done with Terran Mill. I think we've completely wiped... Oh, no, I'm wrong. Oh, there's 2 quests here. Holy crap. Wanted. Did I forget this quest? Oh, you know what? I think these are those. So this one I'm going to abandon, because this is a low-level quest. We're going to skip that. I think we abandoned a couple quests that were low-level. This one, the Crown of Will. Have I not done this yet? I think the Crush Ridge Maulers are elite mobs, but I want to double check that, because they might just be around elite mobs. But I think Crush Ridge Mauler Classic, I think they are elites. And if they're elites, then I'm not going to really kill them. I know the quests marked elite. There's sometimes, yeah, there are 36, 37 elites. That'd be a little bit painful. I'm not going to deal with that right now. Let's go back to... You know what, real quick, let's actually do a few engineering things here. Let's squish up a few of these. And deep rock salt, you can make refined deep rock salt, and that's pretty valuable. But deep rock salt itself is not really that valuable. I made a Hide of the Wild on my druid for healing. It's a really nice epic bind on equip healer cloak. It's like something like 11 intellect, 7 spirit, 7 stamina, something like that, and plus 42, I think healing and damage, but it might just be just healing effects. It's really nice. Oh, I need 2 solid stone to make a solid blasting powder. I didn't realize that it takes that many. Interesting. Okay. And then I want to hit up a vendor, just any vendor here, and sell off a few things I think we picked up that are junk. Rock chip, lifeless stone, deep rock salt's probably worth vendoring, jagged, yeah. I'm not going to deal with auctioning these things. I don't think they're worth that much. Maybe they are. Market price, 1 silver, 50 copper, but they sell for 70. Yeah, no, I'm getting rid of that. It's not worth it. Okay, let's fly over to Arathi, and we're going to continue our Arathi questing, I think, at this point. I'm hoping to get these stupid raptor quests, this step of the raptor quest done It's not that complicated. And raising spirits, or foul magics, is, I mean, it's almost, I almost should have just ran over here, to be honest. I kind of regret this flight. It would have probably been more efficient just to run, because it's right here I need to go. So now what I'm doing is I'm flying all the way here, and then running all the way here. That was probably really inefficient. It's too late now. Like, I don't have an option. You know, I've already, they do this request to stop thing, but the next flight master is the one in Arathi, so I'm toast. We should level up today. I'm hoping we will. If we do, we'll get another point in weapon mastery, so we'll hit this. Enemy nameplate's on. But I think there's a quest here. One of these quests that is, which one is it? Yeah, I really want to do Call to Arms because I want to get this Skull Splitter. That's a really pretty nice two-hander for us. And I think that might be a point where I want to switch to a two-hander because, honestly, going from... How is that? My god. This Sliver Blade is so good. It's 25 DPS in a one-hander. And we've had it for a while now. I mean, I probably got it right at level 32. I think I bought it on the auction house at 32, 33. But the Skull Splitter is a two-hander, and it's only 5 DPS more. It's not really that much better, DPS-wise. I mean, that's substantial. That isn't negligible. But it just surprises me that, you know, if I can get a 25 damage per second one-hander, you would think you can get like a 45 to 50 damage per second two-hander at this level. But it's just not there yet. Even the Silent Hunter, I don't know, maybe it's just not that good of a two-hander. Maybe I'm overestimating how good it is, but I think it'd be fun to have it, and I think I would use it. I think I'm at the point where I would like to kind of have some fun, just like blasting mobs with giant Wind Fury proccing two-handers. I think that'd be a lot of fun, so I think I'm close to converting. I definitely would keep my shield around, I mean, absolutely. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do was smelt up all this ore. We've got a little bit here. Let's smelt this up. It's not much, but it's a few things. I want to just consolidate some stuff. I don't even know if consolidate's the right word. I just want to smelt it because it's fun. The Rune of Opening, I'm just going to vendor this real fast. We're not going to go back there ever. We're done. So let's just... Doesn't want that item? Oh, sad. Okay, whatever. I should have auctioned house 6. It's free to sell. If things don't vendor, if they don't want them for vendoring, that should mean there's no deposit on those items. And things like that are usually worth listing on the auction house because they don't cost any of your time or effort. They don't cost any of your resources besides a little bit of time to list them. And you can list them forever, and you'll never, you know, pay on them in any deposit. So if someone eventually buys it, you've made money. So, yeah. I'm just going to run all the way over here. I'm going to skip anything except for mineral nodes. I'm not going to fight any raptors right now. I don't feel like it. I kind of want to just do the Bloodstone Amulet quest. I think it's right here. There's like this little path that sticks out, and it goes right to this manor. Alright, I'm automatically changing my mind. Because when they're this like grouped up, it's kind of convenient. Although they all spread out immediately after I start engaging one. It's kind of stupid. Okay, let's pull this one. I was like, oh, this is a great spot. They're all lumped up together. I'll just, you know, kill them all. And then they decided to kind of spread around. Oh, it's not too bad still. Who is this guy? Warlocks? The Warlock? I like it. And dead. And one more. Alright, what is my DPS? 45.5 without flurry up. My name is in flurry procs. Come on, flurry. Let's see it. 59.1. That's a lot. Okay. Alright. Oh. Raptor Eye. Raptor Egg. Raptor Hide. We also got a shield there that is definitely not an upgrade for us, but not an awful shield. Okay, let's keep moving. I'm going to try and hug the mountainside here, the cliffside, see if we can get any mineral nodes along the way. I always try to do that. like try to run routes that would help us get more mineral nodes. I don't know if mithril spawn in this zone anywhere but like farther down where the higher level mobs are at. I don't recall ever seeing any, so I think no. We should definitely level up today. We only need about 10,000 experience, and we're getting like 200 to 400 per kill, plus we might have a quest or two to turn in. Yeah, I think we'll be good. So if we level... Oh, I never got my 36 skills, did I? I need to go do that. I completely forgot about that. I also need to buy more Ankhs. We've got one left, so I need to... I'm tempted to finish up these 2 quests. I know this... Oh, let's see, what do I want to do? I may finish these quests, turn them in, and then hearth back to Orgrimmar at the end of this episode. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. There's a tin vein, let's go ahead and grab it. So we can go to Orgrimmar, train our level 36 skills before we forget about those completely. And then... Wasn't there a spider? Another one over here? Oh, there it is. Kind of wandered off. Turn these 2 quests, and then we might just go to like Desolus or some other zone that I kind of stay in some other zones I want to level in. This might be my opportunity to do that. Go back to Orgrimmar to get my skills and then go from there. I don't think there's a Shaman trainer in Undercity. I'm actually positive there's not. So we have to go back to Orgrimmar. It's kind of annoying, but how's my bag space? Pretty good. Yeah, so I need to go back to a like Orgrimmar or Thunderbluff to get my Shaman skills anyway. Did I aggro that guy really? Wow, I didn't expect to be anywhere near him. Like, I didn't expect him to latch onto me. I do appreciate that I can't get knocked out of Ghost Wolf form. Kind of handy. But I can apparently get webbed, which is annoying. I jumped out of this form because I thought, I'm so used to my druid, where any sort of ensnare or slowing effect is removed when you shapeshift. And it's a really nice feature. It makes druids really good flag carriers in Warsong Gulch, for example. And I'm so used to that as soon as I got webbed, it's like, oh, I think I'm going to shapeshift out of that. And that does not work as a shaman, as I just realized. That's a bummer. Alright, the only other thing that's annoying about shapeshifting like this is that you lose mana regen every time you shapeshift into the form. It's a spell cast. So you reset your mana regen timer, the 5-second timer. It's kind of annoying. Sort of a necessary evil, I guess. Also berserking, it annoys me that I spend mana on that just because it resets my timer. It's a really small looking little raptor, right? Highland Thrasher. Can they also drop it? I think they all can. Striders and Thrashers. They just look so small, don't they? They just look like a tiny Thrasher. I don't remember them. I don't know, maybe just because I'm at a distance, but they just look tiny. Oh, there's another one of our daily spams. Advertising a gold selling channel. Please ban. I know you can disable random invites like that, but I've mentioned it before. I purposely leave them open so that I can report those people, because I don't mind, like, it's whatever, it doesn't bother me that much. I prefer to report people that are gold sellers, and I get that in especially some parts of the world you do what you gotta do to get it to make money, and if gold selling is the way to do it, or advertising gold selling is the way to do it, I don't sympathize, but I understand what they're trying to do. But I think these guys are all just squishy mobs. Like, I think we can just kill anything out here, and they can drop our stuff. Except for the cows, they don't drop anything. But I think any of these mobs drop what we need. If I kill like 5 or 6... Oh, there's one. Okay, perfect. I was gonna say, if I kill 5 or 6 and none of them drop it, then I'm going to assume that I'm wrong on that. But as long as I kill at least, in the first 5 or 6 something drops it, then I'd be all good. Yeah, and this seems correct. I don't know what the drop rate is in these things. I think it's okay. I seem to recall it's not too bad. Found 9 new players and saw 307. Thank you, Census Plus Classic. But at least they're really densely packed, these guys, and there's no one else out here farming them right now, so should be a pretty easy quest for us. They seem to all be melee mobs, which is even better. Can I chain lightning the cows? Think that'll work? I'm gonna let these totems... I'm gonna refresh it, actually. I was gonna let them fall off, but I'll leave them up. Alright, I'm not chain pulling them. I'm not like pulling more than one at a time, I guess I should say. But I'm trying to keep the pulls going quickly because they're just kind of squishy mobs. And they don't really do anything special. I appreciate they don't have any spell cast of any sort. How much damage does this do? So Flame Chuck does, in total, 190 damage over 12 seconds. And it costs 160 mana. So it's definitely more mana efficient than my Earth Shock. Mark of the Syndicate. Bloodstone. Okay, we got another one. Good. Let's move... let's heal up a little bit. Where do I want to move to now? I just can't not do this. Let me try this. Such a waste of mana, but... I don't know if it chains to other neutral mobs. Nice, it does. Awesome. I guess I need a screenshot. It's a catastrophe. I'm sorry. No, for real. That was awesome. Alright, let's get all our toady totems out and start killing some mobs. I love Mana Spring when I have all this going with... What's the other one? Mana Tide? Is that the one I'm thinking of? I'll let that one flee back to us. Mana Tide Totem. Oh, what? What are you doing? Totem, chill. Totem doesn't know what he's doing. It's not his fault. Mana Tide's a really good one. Super mana regen. Alright, let's kill another one. That one's also fleeing now. That's okay. Got that one at least. Okay, it's Berserk. I love that. I love the attack speed on that 61 DPS when we have everything going. That's so cool. Alright, that was fun. Oh, we got something here. Oh, that guy had 5 things on him. Wow. Okay, Scroll of Strength. Get some more amulets. Nice. Okay, we got 5 amulets. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and eat that brie and drink that last mana regen thing we got there. Let's move some of our explosive sheep over here as a consumable. Yeah, it seems good. All these delivery quest items have really got me messed up. I just have so much weird stuff in my bags right now. I'll need to sort that out eventually. Now I think what I want to do is let my mana finish regenerating. That's good enough. Lightning shield. And I think what I want to do is check out one of these barns. I think it's usually... Was it chest in there? Sweet. Let's get that. Okay. Let's blast that guy. My totem is stuck. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say it's like not able to do anything there. Okay. Finish that one. Let's yeah, so I want to get this chest. I was gonna say there's usually like a pack of 3 or 4 mobs in here. It's kind of a nice spot to pull, like because they're all grouped together, you know? So I thought this would be a nice room to just run in here and clear a bunch of scumbag mobs. That's fine, whatever. Flee. Maybe I'll bring some more. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter if they bring more mobs. I need to pull this guy over here for the totem to do anything. Let's kill this one before he whacks me some more. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. Syndicate Pathstalker. Did I not drop a flame totem? I could have sworn I dropped it just now, but I guess not. Alright. Yeah, it's just kind of nice and they just run off and bring me mobs, and sort of convenient, really. Alright, we didn't get a lot from there. Oh, wait. Nope. Unfortunate. 6 of 10. These are better than the Raptor Eyes. You may recall those Raptor Eyes have been a pain in the last episode. Oh, let's run off and get our chest. I almost ran off and forgot it. That would have been sad. Is Panda Cub with us though? Sweet nectar, cool. Some pants and some food. Oh, Panda Cub's taking a nap, that's where he's at. I always lose that guy. You probably have noticed this. Almost every episode, at least once I say, is Panda Cub here? It's because he falls asleep and it makes things confusing for me. Let's pull that guy. Yeah, we should ding on these quests for sure. We might ding some killing the mobs, these guys and the raptors, but I'm hoping it doesn't take that long to get through these quests. Okay. Another one. And then, I'm looking forward to getting level 36 skills. I don't know what we get. I forgot about those completely. Did I get my level 34 skills? I love stretching. Even though it's not like a good stretch, it still feels nice. And, you know, I always feel as though... Yeah, the wind totems, I need to figure that out. I know I've asked this many times, and I just haven't read comments in a while. I'm sure someone's responded to this. Whether or not you can have Wind Fury Totem, Wind Fury Weapon stack. My impression is you can't. And I need to look it up, though, for real. And see if that's true. Let's drop another one of these. Because if you can, then I'm missing out on a ton of DPS by not dropping my Wind Fury Totem. But if you can't, then I'm saving a lot of mana by not wasting it on... Let's kill that guy. Okay, there we go. Then I'm saving a ton of mana by not wasting it on... Oh, these guys shoot? That's annoying. I mean, I saw them when we were in the barn. It was blasting us too, but... oh, there we go. Wind Fury Weapon. Let's get that up. And basically, I'm saving mana. If it doesn't do anything, I'm wasting DPS if it does do something. We have some food here, right? Let's eat that. And let's drink some of these junk waters. Like I said, trying to clear out some of these consumables, because honestly, it's really not a good argument for me to have so many consumables. I actually want to flip these around, kind of. There we go. Alright, let's move along. How many do we have? 7. We didn't get any, or 6. We didn't get any from those last set of mobs. Let's go in this barn here. I don't know if we'll pull anything along the way. Sure, let's do this. I'm not going to drop totems just yet. I'm going to wait till I get in the entranceway there. And for these guys, I'm just going to blow them up with Frost Shock if I need to. Yeah, I don't want to flee right now. Alright. Once we get in there... Kind of see around the corner a little bit. Okay, 3 mobs. Perfect. I'll just stand here, drop my totems, and she's parrying a lot. Oh boy. That's the wrong totem. That worked out okay. Somehow pulled just the one, which is actually exactly what I was hoping. I like when plans come together. It's kind of nice. Alright. Amulets, though. Where are these amulets at? Alright. I did not mean to drop the grounding totem. I just was fat fingering things, but it's okay. They don't cost a ton of mana, right? 50 mana, yeah. It's actually... I didn't realize how cheap that was. 50 mana is really, really light. Alright, let's line of sight this thing. I don't think I'll mess with the searing totem. Let's stop to drink after this. We're so close to leveling now. We're down to less than probably 4% of the level to go. Just stop that from fleeing. Okay, I think it might be a mob I need to loot in here still. Yeah. Okay, is there any water or anything? Sometimes like barrels of melon juice or food or anything like that, but I don't see any. Alright, bandage up. I haven't been paying attention to how much experience we're getting from these mobs. I need to take a look at that. I don't need a drink, this is fine. Alright, so I'll quickly thank my Patreon supporters, especially Timothy B, Luke D, and Chris S. They're my top tier supporters. They always get special by name shout out. I think I wrote a stealth mob over here. No? Okay. Could have sworn I did. But yeah, I'm sincerely appreciative of the Patreon support, and that's what I was saying earlier. I need to take a few minutes. It's going to be more than a few minutes, but take some time and oh, there it is. I knew it was around there somewhere. And update my Patreon for the year. I've got a plan, like I said. And this is where I came into the BFA character break topic, but I'm gonna update on my Patreon soon. My plan for the year with a few major videos coming out, like bigger feature videos that I have some from last year that I started and never finished. Oh, that's a bad guy. And then also my plans for this character. I looked at the timeline, and for this character, based on how much I was playing him and how fast I was leveling him, it seemed as though it would be February 2021 before I'd hit 60. But I think I can manage that much faster if I spend a little bit more time on him. I'm hoping to get, like, by phase 5 level 60 on this guy, but also, I have no idea when the phases are releasing, so I really can't say that. I'm hoping by the end of this year to hit level 60 on this character. That, I think, is a fairly achievable goal, and that moves up my time frame a couple of months. It's not like an insane increase in the time frame, or decrease in the time frame, but a couple of months faster is nice. Alright, we're down to needing one of these, so let's pull this guy. And after this kill, if my buff's gone on my weapon, then I'm going to stop to mana up and eat up a little bit, I think. Let's blast this guy in the face. I would like to... Oh, nice, we're done. Okay, hold on a second. Let's do this. See ya, dude. I'm out. Cool. Let's not run into a mob and die here, because that'd be really painful. Alright, now we just need raptor eyes. So that's fun. So let's come over here, and let me just... Oh, yeah, I forgot to use that. Let's bandage up. I guess now we're just going to kill raptors for the rest of the episode until we get 3 more sets of eyes, which shouldn't be too awful. Let's buff up, and let's crappy water. And then, what's the strength scroll? Yeah, 9 strength, sure. I should save these scrolls for, like, rating, but I kind of like using them for this purpose. I don't know, it's more fun to me to just use random buffs when I find them. But I'm hoping we'll finally get these raptors done. This has been a 3-episode arc, like a story arc, getting all these raptor eyes. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to flame shock them. Alright, no more casts, no more casts. Let's let the mana regen. I have a lab meeting this morning with my lab mates, which is fine. I don't mind my lab meetings, but they're 2 hours long, and they're most Wednesdays we have them, and they just eat up a lot of time. You know, if I try to stick to an 8-hour workday, but that often gets stretched into 9 or 10 hours, and I usually only take, like, literally, no joke, a 10-minute lunch break, because I eat fast, and I don't know, I talked about eating lunch the other day, like last episode, I think, even. But it adds up a lot. There we go, another eye, cool. Let's do this. So those 2-hour meetings, though, they just take up a lot of time. They really do. And if it's an 8-hour day, that's a quarter of my workday is in one meeting. So that's just a lot, you know. If I guess I don't know. I don't mind them. I actually do enjoy the meetings. I legitimately do. I just wish I had 2 extra hours in the day somehow. Oh, nice. I didn't pay attention. We dinged. And we got another eye. That's 2 eyes and 3 kills. That's awesome. So we're now level 37. We gained... I was looking at these stats. 1 strength, 1 stamina, 1 intellect, 1 spirit. It took us 2 days and 14 hours to hit level 37. And we're going to get another point in weapon mastery. I was not even paying attention to my my bar there. Let's just kind of move east. I'm going to head back towards the Hammerfall. That was a nice time to ding because it also reset, like it refreshed all of our mana, which is nice. And health, I guess. But I think I'm just going to go east, because there's plenty of raptors closer, and we need to just get over there, so let's do that. We still have 3/4 of a level of rested experience. I've had rested experience for the last 10 episodes, I think, because I've been playing sporadically, and I've maintained a pretty good logout habit inside of an inn. Having rested experience, the level is so nice. It's like a permanent 2x buff on mobs you kill. And you kill a fair amount of mobs, right? I mean, it is a lot. So Striders also drop these, right? I always check this. Striders and Thrashers, okay. Let's go ahead and... So the Thrashers must be smaller than the Striders. I guess that's the case. And I wasn't really paying attention to that, but... Oh wow, that was awesome. Done. That was a really good drop rate. Those last 5 kills we got 4 eyes, I think, or something like that. It's kind of ridiculous compared to what we were getting, which I swear was... We killed 15 of them, got 1 eye the first time through. I'm gonna rebuff real fast. I can't help but stop for tin veins. They're still valuable. It's just... Especially at this point, I would like to have enough gold to buy a mount at 40, but to be honest... I can farm gold so much faster on my level 60 character that I'm going to absolutely just do that. I've already talked about this, but whatever gold I have here, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to buy it on my 60. Although my 60 only has about 40 gold right now because I've been buying up stuff for reagents for Blackwing Lair. So I really need... I need to farm gold in that character soon. I mean, honestly, if I'm 37 now, I've got 3 levels to go. That's at least 6 to 8 more episodes, so that's at least a few weeks from now before I'm going to hit 60 on this character, or hit 40 on this character, excuse me. And so by the time this guy hits 40, Blackwing Lair will have already launched, and hopefully I've gotten back into accumulating some gold. And it doesn't take long. I could run like 2 or 3 instances, so like 4 to 5 hours of playtime on my druid, and probably accumulate 80 to 100 gold. You get a lot of gold from 5-mans, especially if you get a little bit lucky with some of the green drops, or if like you get an occasional bind on Equip Blue, or especially an epic, then you very quickly have a lot of gold. Yeah. All right. Moving on. I would love to find one of the coolest weapons, the coolest bind on equip epic in the game, in my opinion, is the Tibu's Blazing Longsword. It's that really cool fire-looking sword. It's not even that amazing. It's a decent weapon, but it's not amazing. But it looks so cool and it's so rare. I think it only drops from some bosses and trash mobs in Molten Core. But you get one of those, you can sell them for like an easy 8,000 gold, maybe up to 20,000 gold. So it's worth a ton of gold. That'd be nice to pick up one of those and just suddenly have 10,000 gold here. I've never had more than probably 2,000 gold in vanilla in my entire life, because I always spend it. Like, there's no point in me accumulating gold. It's not worth anything to me. I'd rather buy stuff with it. Alright. Foul Magics. Okay, we're turning this in, and then Raising Spirits. I will create an amulet. Yes, excellent. The spirits of the raptors that gave these eyes will lend strength to the bearer of this amulet. Give the raptor talent amulet to Gormal. Oh, okay. Easy quest. And in this one, retrieve Merez Cowl's Bloodstone Orb and bring it to Orgon in Hammerfall. I think this is another quest inside of... That's a pretty nice hat. 11 intellect, 10 spirit. What do we have right now for a hat? Do we not have a caster hat? No, we do. 10 intellect, 6 spirit. So that would be a solid upgrade. Or 8 intellect, 3 stamina bracers, which I probably still would take the hat. So that Warlock, the real threat... Or no, Foul Magics... It's also Stromguard. Is that Stromguard? Yeah, so we've got all the Stromguard quests now, I think, which is really nice. That's the best way to do it. You want to get all 4 of these quests. You want to get Sigil of Storm, Sigil of Strom, Sigil of Strom? I always say that word wrong. Call to Arms, Foul Magics, and the Real Threat, the elite ones of each of these. And then you should, I think it's all the quests. Let's turn the Raptor Talent Amulet. Speak with the Torgon. Gormal tossed the amulet into the ground. Torgon sent you, didn't he? Pah. Why he feels some mercy towards me I would not understand. Mercy was denied when I was not allowed to die with my war chief in battle. A cruel blow fate has dealt me. Okay, well, back we go. So I would love to do these 4 quests. It'd be really, really nice to get a group together. It's kind of a cool area, and there's a lot of nice rewards in this. We'll probably get a 2-hander. We'd get a new healing hat. Would probably get maybe 9 spirit, 5 intellect. I don't know if I would take these over my current pants. Maybe. And then whatever, just some silver. So it's and a lot of experience along the way. Alright, raising spirits. It did not work, I see. Nonetheless, I feel that showing him the power of the shamans will eventually return Gormal to his once proud self. This amulet's power was not great enough to show him our newfound power. Acquire 12 raptor hearts from Highland flesh stalkers. Okay. Well, it's a little annoying. So those guys got all the raptor. Yeah, we can do that next. I think these guys are down here. I think those are the far south ones. But now, at this point, I want to astral recall to Orgrimmar and turn in or grab our skills, and we're going to stop there for today after we get our level 36 skills, which I forgot to grab. Oh, hold on a sec. This guy's gotta die. Yep. Sorry, Gammon. I kill Gammon every time, I think. Every single time I log in, and it never gets... Every time I hearth, I should say, and it never really gets old. So, we're gonna head to the Valley of Wisdom. I always forget the name, and get our level 36 skills. And I think next episode, I think what I'm going to probably do first is turn in the quest in Ratchet. I think Wharfmaster Dizzywig and Goblin Sponsorship. I think I'm going to do both those because they're easy, and we're just going to fly down here and turn them in. Then I think I will make that trip to Desolus that I keep, talking about but never actually get to. Even though it maybe isn't the most efficient spot to level right now, I think it'd be nice. You may notice we're level 37 and we've completely skipped Stranglethorn Vale, and I'm not out of quest by any means. I still have some in Arathi. I have not touched Desolus at all, which is now we're getting a little high level for, but not insanely high. So just the point being, you don't have to level in Stranglethorn Vale if you don't want to. Teach me the ways of the spirits. A new Earth Shock. Ooh, that would be nice. That becomes 240, so it's more mana, but it's also more damage than our Frost Shocks. That's fun. A new Magma Totem. That's fun. Let's new Earth Shock. I'm trying to keep these updated. A new Magma Totem deals 37 damage every 2 seconds. Cool. All right, what else we got? Flame Tongue Weapon. I haven't used that at all, and I think I'm going to ignore scaling that up from now on, because at this point, mostly I'm using Wind Fury Weapon or Rock Biter if I'm tanking, so I think I'm going to ignore that now. What is Wind Wall Totem? Someone's a Wind Wall Totem. Oh, it's like a range damage totem. That's kind of cool, but I don't really know... This is the point where you start trying to save money for your mount. Like, I try too heavily. I don't know if I would use that much. A new Ancestral Spirit, again. I don't know if that matters that much. Like, do I really want that? Because at this point, it's more money spent for something that just gives them more health when they res, and I don't know if that matters. It doesn't change my mana cost or the cast time. Lesser Healing Wave, that I probably would like, although I haven't used it much. And Mana Spring Totem. So it goes up to 60 mana from 40, and I gain 6 mana every 2 seconds. So it's basically the same ratio, I think, but it's probably worth it. So that was a little strange, maybe. Lesser Healing Wave, right? Yeah, I like that. And then what was the other one I got? Was a Mana Spring Totem 2. Cool. So what I need to do now... I need to get some reagents. I don't think there's a reagents vendor here. I'll find one and deal with it before next episode. But from here, we're going to stop for today. I might not go to Desolus, but I kind of want to. I guess the other thing is we could go to Stranglethorn Vale now. Almost every quest is available to us, and we haven't out-leveled very many yet. We're getting close to out-leveling some of the starter ones. It might be a good argument to go there. But I think to start, I want to do some of these turn-in quests. I think Goblin sponsorship, Wharfmaster Dizzywig would be nice. Maybe going to Deathless to do a turn in there. I think I've got 2 of them. The Regthar one. So Crossroads for that. Yeah, let's go to Ratchet and Crossroads. Do all these kind of runaround quests just for fun. And let's fly down a Ratchet. Let's fly to Crossroads for now. Yeah, so I think it's a plan. I think I'll just do some of these runaround quests next episodes. Just drop next episode, Ratchet, Crossroads, go to Deathless, do that. And then grab the flight point in Deathless. But then from there, maybe I'll either level there if I feel like the quests are worth doing, the few that are there, or we could go back to Stranglethorn Vale. Or start in Stranglethorn Vale. I eventually do want to do, like I said, hopefully this weekend, I'll get some time to get a group for these elite quests, and or Razorfin Crawl would be fun. Or Scarlet Monastery. I mean, all of these would be great, right? All of these would be really nice. There's a lot of good stuff we can get from these. So, anyway, that'd be our first necklace too. If we can get this one, be really nice. Anyway, so lots of possibilities. That is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.